Hey, I'm Kanisha. Welcome back. Today I'm here to talk about Warrior Nun Season 1, Episode 5. And this episode, what I've been expecting to happen finally happened. The Taras came, and unfortunately Lilith was killed. And I kind of had a crazy thought. Could she come back somehow? Like, I've said this a bunch of times before, but I think she is responsible or partly involved in Shannon's death. So I'm thinking once Ava sliced the Taras, I think it was mentioned before that they go back to hell. And unfortunately, it looks like Lilith went with the Taras. So because I think she is guilty when it comes to Shannon's death, I think maybe she will be able to come back, but like as a demon or part of the demon army. I'm having a hard time really coming to terms with the fact that she maybe is going to be out of the season, like out for the rest of the season. And I feel like her character like has a bigger part to play. So I don't really believe that she is just gonna be gone from the show now. And I'm just trying to think, like, I feel like she deserves to be part of the story again. And considering what we saw this episode, the only way that I could really think of is somehow she is like with the demons and comes back to fight on the demon side. And again, like, this could only work if she, played a part in Shannon's death. Because I think otherwise, like, she's been with the Sister Warrior, she's been in the OCS and part of the Catholic Church, and I can only presume she has lived a very, like, good life, like, has been a good person. So I don't think there's really any other way that she can come back and be, in the show, be a part of the story without that. So, it's a crazy theory. Like, it sounds crazy even with me saying it out loud. So, yeah, I don't think that it doesn't feel like she should be gone from the story. So, that's one idea. Whew, man. I mean, I don't really want her to be gone from the story either. Like, I still... kind of selfishly, I still want the show to reveal, like, who is responsible for what happened to Shannon. So I feel like that's kind of the only way that this, can really play out in full. So I'm hoping she comes back, and I'm hoping that the show proves me right. But otherwise, like, and if she doesn't come back, like, that's a really terrible way for her to go out. And like I said before, I feel like she deserves more. I feel like she is going to be, or I feel like she deserves to be a bigger part of this story. And if this is it for her, like, it's kind of shitty. But I don't think this is it for her. I just kind of have a feeling that I feel like there's just going to be more to her story. And maybe she doesn't come back, like, as an evil person. Maybe, I don't know, maybe Ava has some special angel powers and she can, I don't know, save Lilith's soul. I have no idea, but yeah, that, like, I'm glad that Taras came because I've been wanting to see it come back. But this, I I wasn't expecting something like this to happen this early. Like, it's episode 5. I don't actually remember if there are 10 episodes or 8 episodes in the season, so we're around the halfway mark. But yeah, I never thought that something like this was gonna happen this deep into the season. So I am sad to see Lilith go. I don't think she deserved that. But yeah, I just feel like there should be more with Lilith. So maybe something will happen. And I wonder if this, I feel like this should play a role in the conversation that Lilith had with Cardinal Duretti about accepting your path or correcting a mistake. And I hope that whenever he learns about Lilith's passing, I hope that he will see it as a symbol or a signal that Lilith wasn't meant to have the halo, and hopefully he will give some kind of credit to Ava. Like, I feel like I shouldn't be saying this every episode, because you guys know, but Ava was dead. She got the halo. The halo belongs to her, and it chose her. So everyone else trying to remove the halo from Ava, I just feel like that should be enough to let you know that, okay, we should let this play out however it's gonna play out. But yeah, to me, this is also a signal that the halo is Ava's. And like, I don't know if you guys believe, well, okay, some people believe that things happen for a reason. And I feel like maybe this is, I don't know, like, evidence isn't the right word, but it's the best I have right now. But so maybe Lilith's passing is gonna be evidence that, okay, Ava getting the halo happened for a reason. And I hope that the other people in the OCS will eventually recognize that we can't keep trying to remove the halo from Ava. Like, it is hers, and we have to try to convince her or help her see that, you know, it's meant to be hers, and we can train her and all that kind of stuff. And she'll eventually become the warrior nun. Goodness, it is hot in here. But yeah. So, I mean, I'm recording. It's freaking hot right now, but this is the best time for me to record. So I'm doing my best. I see that I'm sweating. I'm trying here. Okay. All right. What else happened this episode? The Cardinal. I hope someday soon there will be an episode where I finally see that Cardinal Duretti is a good guy, and doesn't have some ulterior personal goals. But for right now, he is using this turmoil to gain more power, exercise more power, whatever, have more, whatever. He's just shady. He continues every episode. He just gets shadier and shadier to me. And I just want to see, I just wish that an episode soon would come where I recognize that he's a good guy. For right now, like, I don't see it. I just feel like he's, like, I can't tell if he has some kind of personal goal, and he's using the turmoil in the OCS to, like, maybe he sees it as his opportunity to finally do what he's always wanted to do. I don't know. And I can't tell if it's that or if he's just really doing what he believes is best for the OCS and best for the fight against evil. I don't even really know if I can say that I want him to be a good guy, but it feels like every episode is just more evidence piling up that he's somehow no good. I don't know, man. He continues to do shady stuff. He's kind of trampling all over Father Vincent's role and, telling him to get in line or get out. And he has that conversation with Beatrice about, basically, he wants her loyalty, and he recognizes that she is a very, not really special, but she's, I don't know what the word, accomplished, or like she's important, and her abilities are valuable to the OCS. So, of course, he would want her support, but I'm glad that she kind of told him that, like, I don't answer to you, I answer to God. So, I love that about her. And, man, I don't know what it's going to take to get Cardinal Duretti off my bad side, but for now, he is entrenched in it. And, I wouldn't hate seeing an episode where, I fall in love with him or something, but he's kind of annoying me. But I don't know, that's just how it is, I guess. The stuff with the portal in this episode was really interesting to me. So Dr. Jillian has that speech in front of all these reporters, and she thinks she has created a gateway to heaven. And then we see Father Vincent sort of makes a deal with her and helps her to finish the arc. And he asked a question that really stuck out to me, which was, what could possibly be so important you're willing to threaten the fate of the world? Dr. Jillian gives like a BS answer to me about the church sells fantasy and she wants to sell reality to people. But I think we see later in the episode that she's actually making this portal for her son. We see that he's sick. Even Dr. Jillian put on some gloves when she visited him. So maybe he's got like some kind of immunity disorder, maybe. And it looks like he is terminally ill. So yeah, I don't think there's a cure for whatever he has right now. And I think it's pretty obvious that Dr. Jillian's making this portal for her son. I think, okay, so he's sick and it looks like he doesn't have a lot of time left. So Dr. Jillian's making this portal because I think ultimately she wants to spend more time with him. I think she, would want to see him grow up. But in this reality, that's not going to be possible. So she's looking for a gate to the afterlife that she can just walk through with her son, and they can spend, the rest of eternity together. And that's a really sweet sentiment. But the thing that gets me is, even when she was talking with the reporters, she says that, like, she didn't know where the portal went. And she was talking about her beliefs, that she believes in the afterlife, and she believes she made a gate to heaven. But, I mean, I guess this kind of is a show about faith. So I guess she has faith that she, finally discovered a real scientific way to get to heaven. But to me, it just seems like you've got to do some testing on this, right? Like, the ark isn't completed, the big version that Sister Beatrice saw. And then she made a prototype when she did a presentation at the party at ArcTech. But still, you've got to test this, right? It's very bold of her to say that she, discovered a bridge to heaven, and yet the big version of the ark isn't even finished and seemingly hasn't been tested and probably can't be tested until it's finished. So I'm thinking that maybe Cardinal Duretti might be right. He thinks that Dr. Jillian is making a portal to hell, and with her not really even testing like what this portal goes to, maybe he's right. It's kind of just hard for me to wrap my brain around. She's, talking big about going to heaven and having a gateway to heaven, and yet it's not tested. And I feel like maybe her judgment is getting clouded by her personal connection and, the emotions surrounding what is happening with her son. But I don't fault her for trying to do this and wanting to have a normal life with her son, that there's many other people get to live full lives and be with their children. So that part, her wanting to do this, I totally understand. I just feel like it's not gonna work, and it's really interesting to me to see in future episodes, is the portal gonna work? Is a person gonna be able to step through it? Are you gonna be able to go back out of the portal? And of course, where does it go? I'm thinking maybe it won't go to heaven. Just really based on her lack of testing. But if it's made of divinium, it does stand to reason that it could lead to heaven. So there's a chance, but I don't even know if I want to see it work. That could be a whole can of worms that I don't think the show is really going to delve into. So I'm kind of leaning toward the portal isn't going to work, or or maybe it'll be damaged and there will be some kind of interference, so we won't actually get to see it work. But yeah, I understand why she's doing this, but again, I certainly have reservations. And of course, like I said this before, I'm not a risky person, so God, this is such a huge risk. But we do see that when the scene starts and she sort of enters that room, she puts on gloves, so we know I guess it's another signal that he's sick. But anyways, she asked him, have you talked to angels? Or, yeah, have you talked to the angels today? And I take that literally, as I do with everything. And I'm wondering if her son really has an ability to talk to angels. I think that, of course, angels in this show are real, and I think Ava's one. by the way. But I really wonder, like, as a part of my uneasiness with her making the portal, I wonder if her son being able to talk to angels is actually some sort of evidence that the portal will work and go to heaven. Like, maybe that's a sign that her son really can talk to angels. Maybe the angels have put the idea of the ark in his head and he told his mom. I have so many questions surrounding that. Like, if her son can talk to angels, then why would the angels tell him about the ark, about a way to enter heaven? Like, you can just step through it. Seems against the it seems against Christian religions about, doing good deeds and you can get into heaven. It also makes me wonder, like, if you're a bad person or you've, sinned and haven't asked for forgiveness, can you walk through the portal? Like, if you're a sinner and you try to go through the portal, what could happen? Could it reject you? Could you be harmed trying to go through it? That's kind of stuff that I would be interested in seeing, but I don't know if the show is really going to go that deep. I would like the show to go that deep, but I don't know. I guess that's just the kind of stuff that goes through my head when I watch this and talking about, like, I don't know, different aspects of fantasy. But yeah, that just kind of stuff really goes through my brain and it gets me interested in the story. I also wonder if the angels that her son is talking to are really angels. Could they be demons in disguise trying to send people to hell? And that could link back to what Cardinal Duretti said, but I don't know. I don't know if we'll get answers this season. I did have a thought, like, the way that scene ended and the way the camera is and the way that Dr. Jillian and her son are framed, they're kind of looking up through, I don't know, a window, and like it's that circular thing that they're looking up towards the camera. And just the way that it's framed, it made me wonder, like, could they both end up dying this season? Like, to me, the circular window that they were looking up at made me think of a halo, and it made me think about angels. So I wondered if that was like some kind of foreshadowing about, like, I think her son is definitely not gonna last long in this show. But it also made me wonder if in Dr. Jillian's pursuit of finishing the arc, could she end up meeting her demise? And, like, I don't know how it could happen. I don't know if demons get involved. It's just the way that scene ended and was shot. I just felt like it gave me a feeling that maybe Dr. Jillian isn't gonna make it to season 2. So I don't know. Like, the stuff around the arc is just so fascinating to me, as when it comes to, like, religion and sin and, like, what is possible, and, like, the connection between science and religion, that Dr. Jillian is, like, kind of on a crusade to prove spirituality with science. But yeah, I'm really, like, I'm looking forward to seeing how all of this arc stuff plays out. I don't know how big of a role is actually going to be when it comes to Ava in fulfilling her destiny, but I hope that, I don't know, I hope that we get some answers to that fairly soon. Or at least, by season finale. But, okay, I'll see. We'll see. One last thing about Dr. Jillian and her son. Like, it crossed my mind, like, where is her son's father? Like, he might not be important at all in this show, but I had the idea. I don't have any speculation about what he could be up to. Like, I literally nothing to go on when it comes to his father. So it was just something that popped in my head when I was rewatching this episode, and I feel like I wanted to mention it here. So I wonder where he is. But yeah, we see Ava and we see Mary and Lilith chasing her. But Ava mentions to JC that her dad wasn't around, and I just want to take this time to reiterate that I think Ava's an angel, and I'm wondering maybe, like, after I watched episode 1, I wondered if either Ava was an angel and had been reincarnated many times, or if one of her parents was an angel. And I think maybe that comment could hint at least at the possibility that Ava's dad could be an angel and he wasn't around because, like, he had this kid but he had to go do angel stuff, so he couldn't be around. Yeah, I don't know. I do feel really strongly that Ava's an angel based on some of the other things that happened in previous episodes. Like, of course, the Halo resurrecting her. It's a pretty big signal, I think. Also, there was like a scene with Diego in episode 4 about him calling her an angel after what happened with Sister Francis. There was also the scene in episode 1 where, well, there was some dialogue between Ava and Diego that made me think, okay, maybe she really, really is an angel. But yeah, so I'm still rocking with that theory. I don't know how it's possible, but I still feel like there's a lot of clues that could lead to her actually being an angel. Oh, also, by the way, I do think Ava and JC are cute together, but it seems clear to me that they're not gonna work out. Like, JC's in danger when he's with her, especially since she's currently untrained. And I don't know if he would be down with joining the Catholic Church and maybe supporting Ava fighting demons. I don't know if he's that kind of guy. I mean, they kind of just met, like, very recently, so I don't think it's true love or anything. So I mean, they're cute, but yeah, it's not gonna last. And this episode title, so okay, this was called Matthew 7:13. Enter through the narrow gate, for the gate is wide and the road is easy that leads to destruction, and there are many who take it. With these episode titles, I always try to think about how it ties to Ava, but, when I read that verse, I was thinking, who are the people in this episode that are possibly on the road to destruction? I think Cardinal Duretti. I think it's pretty obvious what I think about him. Maybe Dr. Jillian is on that road with the portal. Maybe Father Vincent could be on that road with helping Dr. Jillian. I don't know if Lilith should count. I think she has something to do with Shanna's death, so maybe. And then also her getting killed by the terrace. I don't know if it should count, but I'll throw it out there. And also I do think Ava maybe's on the road to destruction, especially since she keeps running away from her problems. She has the halo, and I don't know why it seems like she doesn't want to give it back. I mean, there is the fact that she could die if they remove the halo from her. So yeah, that's is actually a huge reason why she wouldn't want to. But the other thing is, if she keeps the halo, they're not going to stop chasing her. And maybe she just thinks she can run away for the rest of her life. But, I mean, that is why I think she's on the road to destruction. And, like, I think that is... Well, I guess, really, this whole episode was about her running away. She was going to run away with JC and go to the Blue Grotto or whatever it was. So yeah, so we see her running away from her problems. So okay, this episode really could, like, it does fit Ava. When I first started thinking about this, I wasn't sure that, like, Ava's situation didn't pop into my head at first, but now, kind of thinking about it right now, like, okay, definitely Ava's certainly, like, on the path to destruction if she doesn't, like, fulfill her destiny, which she's, been chosen for. So, okay, I think that's a really strong episode title, actually, considering everything that happened and Lilith and Mary chasing after Ava. So, okay. Glad I worked that out right now. And I think the thing I'm most excited about for next episode is seeing how Cardinal Duretti is going to react to Lilith's death. I don't know. I wonder if he will think this is somehow another mistake, or if he's finally going to accept the fact that maybe there isn't anything he can do to prevent Ava from having the halo. And the whole conversation with Lilith he had last episode, or two episodes ago, I don't remember, but that whole conversation still irks me. And I really want him to see that, like, Ava has been chosen by the halo and for the halo. But yeah, I am looking forward to seeing how he responds. I hope he doesn't try to send someone else after Ava to remove the halo. But you guys know, like, I don't have faith in him, so... Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna have to be calm and just like, he's a bad guy, and it's okay. I mean, it's not okay because he's a cardinal in Catholic Church, but it is what it is, and I'm just gonna have to go with it, I guess. Okay, before I wrap this up, I want you to tell me in the comments below. Oh, like, let me set this up first. So Dr. Jillian, when she's talking with Father Vincent, she says that she essentially says that she doesn't believe in hell. And yet, she believes she is making a portal to heaven. That doesn't really make sense to me, but let me know, what do you think? What do you think about her believing in one and not the other? It's interesting that she believes in the paradise aspect of religion, but doesn't believe in the like punishment part of the afterlife. So I mean, that's interesting. I personally believe in both, and I believe in God. But it's interesting that she, even as a scientist, I mean, it's a TV show, so these are characters and written by writers. Yeah, I get it. But it's still interesting to me that this character believes in heaven and not really believes in hell. So what do you think about that? What do you think about her believing in one and not the other? Let me know in the comments. God, I am sweating up a storm. I'm going to end this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. I hope you enjoyed this video. Before you go, I want to let you know that you don't have to wait a week to hear my thoughts on the next episode. You can click the link in the description and get access to watch my next video right now. I'm sure future me has great thoughts about the next episode, probably insightful and very witty. So don't wait. Click the link below to watch it now. I'll see you there.